This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight with sexual harassment in the workplace getting increased attention across the country. The city of Venice is looking to see if its policies are up to date.
This comes days after allegations surfaced of sexually inappropriate behavior only a few blocks away by stage actor Ben Vereen at the Venice Theater. ABC's Christopher Bradley has more.
Given the situation that's happening right now throughout our nation and our state, just to ask the staff to go through it and make sure it's up to date.
Vice Mayor Bob Daniels is asking the city's human resources staff to reopen the book on sexual harassment policy.
Over the years, there's been various allegations of this or that type of harassment. There's not been a major problem.
Just a few weeks ago, a photo came to light appearing to show Venice's Mayor John Hollick grabbing a woman's chest. The woman did not complain or call it harassment. We wondered if Daniels' policy request was reaction to that photo.
Nothing is triggering it other than perhaps the environment is going nationally and so forth. And I just want to make sure that there's anything that is perhaps it could be improved or updated, we go ahead and do it.
Alan Bullock is the HR director. His office has investigated harassment and sexual harassment allegations made against employees.
We have to go into these investigations with an open mind and just not draw any conclusions before we have all of the facts.
Employees are encouraged to come forward if they feel they're being harassed either verbally, physically, or sexually. All 300 employees have signed a document agreeing not to harass anyone.
City employees are all bound by that document. In addition to that, when city employees first start with us, they're required to do a training program.
Councilman Daniels is asking for the support of the full council to direct staff to look into that report. The City Council will be looking into the matter in their meeting tomorrow.
Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport has had a reputation for having flights that maybe cost a little bit more than other airports in the region. But now a cheaper alternative is coming soon. Allegiant Air announcing this morning that it will begin serving SRQ with nonstop service to Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and Pittsburgh. Allegiant will become the 7th airline to fly in and out of SRQ, joining Air Canada, American, Delta, Elite, JetBlue, and United.
And Allegiant Air is the first discount carrier to offer service from the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport. And
these new cheap nonstop flights are expected to bring as many as 52,000 new visitors to the area. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us live from the airport to explain what kind of impact this could have on the local economy and, of course, for travelers. Jess?
Jacqueline, Scott, it's a busy night at SRQ and things are only going to get busier. Flights to and from those 3 cities, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Indianapolis, will be coming in and out of SRQ twice a week, with those flights starting in early April. Beginning on April 11th, you can fly from Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport to Indianapolis for as cheap as $56 one way, and to Pittsburgh for $50, thanks to Allegiant Air. Then starting on April 13th, just 2 days later, you can also fly to Cincinnati for just $48 one way. The goal for Visit Sarasota and the Bradenton Area Convention and Visitors Bureau is to shift passengers, stop Suncoast residents from visiting and visitors from flying into and out of Tampa and Southwest Florida, and instead take advantage of SRQ.
It just makes it that much easier to get here. I think having a provider like Allegiant that already is known for its good service and its good value, it's just a win-win for the destination, the airport, and the airline.
The airport's on a roll. With the announcement of the additional Elite Airways flights, now Allegiant, they have good momentum, and we're excited about mainly shifting passengers.
Right now, Manatee County sees about 67,000 visitors from those 3 cities combined, Sarasota seeing about the same numbers. Now, most of those people are coming from Pittsburgh. Of course, in Manatee County, Bradenton is the home of spring training for the Pittsburgh Pirates, so that's a big contributor to that. And now, although the flights won't be ready for this year's spring training, coming up next year, Allegiant Air will be ready to play ball. Reporting live at SRQ, Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, thank you so much, Jess. And Scott, we've already seen some great reaction on social media. Some people even asking already to get some more locations to fly into Sarasota.
The prices are pretty low. And of course, you know, Pittsburgh fans don't have to fly down here for spring training. We can fly to Pittsburgh to see the Pirates play.
There you go.
In Pittsburgh.
And great stadium there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get a check on our weather today. A nice warm day on the Sun Coast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, no issues for flying this afternoon. There were some this morning, though, with some fog around. Fog will be the biggest concern overnight. Temperatures above average today, upper 70s for most everyone. Had a little bit of rainfall overnight, too. Beautiful, gorgeous sunset tonight. Hardly a cloud to be found, and that's a result of the area of low pressure out in the Gulf weakening. High pressure still dominating our weather. The pressure at 30.01 just an hour ago. It's still there, so it's staying fairly stationary, and the dew point now is at 63. These two numbers coming close to one another. Calm conditions, clear skies. We talked about this a few weeks ago when we had that problem with fog, and I think fog will be our biggest concern late tonight and tomorrow morning. 71 now in Orlando. It's warm across the peninsula, 70 now. Also into Miami and Key West at 71. Pensacola now at 64 degrees. A lot of rain to the south and east of us associated with an upper level low. Then we have a surface low out here in the Gulf of Mexico, which is weakening as it pushes to the southeast. Not much to that, and it looks like things will stay fairly quiet tomorrow for us. There are some changes ahead, though. A cold front on Friday. We'll talk about it coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. A group of Sarasota County teachers are protesting ahead of tonight's school board meeting. They're upset over the pay and raises teachers receive compared to that of the superintendent. The teachers say they are some of the lowest paid in the country, while the superintendent says they are some of the highest paid. The superintendent currently has a salary of $185,000 a year, with a $15,000 per year performance pay if goals are met. The school board meeting is currently underway. We will have more on this story coming up tonight at 11.
City of Venice installing some new parking signs to make sure everyone has a chance to enjoy Heckscher Park. The city adding 4-hour parking signs in the parking lot of the park, which is right across the street from City Hall. The city wants to make sure people can enjoy all of the activities that park has to offer, including tennis, shuffleboard, racquetball, handball, and basketball. The city hopes the signs will create more turnover in parking.
Sarasota Memorial Hospital announcing an exciting new achievement. The hospital receiving international recognition as a baby-friendly hospital. More than 2 years in the making, this is a major milestone for Sarasota Memorial and the families of the more than 3,600 babies it delivers each year. Sarasota Memorial is the first hospital in Southwest Florida and among a select group in the nation and world to earn this recognition. So a big congratulations to them.
Absolutely. Still to come in your Suncoast News, why a Tallahassee judge has declared a Florida law regarding abortion unconstitutional.
And how a sex scandal involving 2 married senators took the spotlight at the first day of the Florida legislative session.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 78.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves him green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. AND services.com.
Opening day of the legislative session typically consists of Florida's political leaders announcing their agendas and setting the tone for the next 60 days. But a sex scandal involving 2 married senators took the spotlight today. Senate Minority Leader Oscar Brainin and Senate President pro tempore Anatir Flores admitted they had an extramarital affair. The announcement coming shortly after videos and photos show Flores leaving and entering Brainin's apartment were posted online. One state senator says holding public office leads to increased scrutiny of a politician's personal life.
Anytime you put your name for consideration for office, you have an expectation that people will be paying attention to the activities you participate in, and I think they have issued a statement taking responsibility for their actions and asking their families for forgiveness, and I think that's appropriate.
In addition to that affair, former Democratic State Senator Jeff Clemens, who was supposed to take over as leader of the Senate Democratic Caucus, resigned from his seat in October after admitting he had an affair with a lobbyist.
A Tallahassee judge is declaring Florida's 24-hour abortion waiting period unconstitutional and is permanently blocking the enforcement of the law. Today, Circuit Judge Terry Lewis ruled that the 2015 law was an impermissible intrusion of privacy rights in Florida's Constitution. The state constitution establishes the right to be let alone and free from governmental intrusion in one's private life and has been used to strike down other laws restricting access to abortion. Today's ruling is not a surprise since the Florida Supreme Court temporarily blocked the law from taking effect last year. Governor Rick Scott signed the waiting period into law in 2015, but it was quickly challenged by the ACLU on behalf of a Gainesville abortion clinic.
ABC News has learned special counsel Robert Mueller alerted the president's personal lawyers that he will likely request an interview with the president, but there's still no word on when or if the president will meet with Mueller's team. Mueller's wide-ranging probe has already resulted in a guilty plea from ex-Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who is now cooperating, as well as the indictment of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort on charges relating to financial and lobbying crimes, including conspiracy against the United States.
Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast after the break.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured or arrested, I know this feels like the end of the road, but really it's the beginning of a long, potentially stressful process. So give us a call. Let us give you some peace of mind.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Florida Studio Theater presents the 8-time Tony Award winner Once, held over by popular demand. Captivating and breathtaking, Once is an unforgettable story about going for your dreams and the power of music to connect us all. Critics are calling Once engaging and heartwarming, outstanding, and a flawless production. Audiences are calling it phenomenal and better than Broadway. Once must close January 19th. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you.
Well, we were below normal all last week, right?
Yep, and now above normal. Monday, Tuesday, and I'm sure all the way through Friday. But then things will start to change again over the weekend. So we're going to be in this pattern that we'll see warm weather and then cold weather for about a week and a half, because it's going to be a couple of cold fronts that will move through. I think the one after the one that moves Friday is going to be the one that will bring us another round of possible freeze and frost across the state. But that's a long way off. We're enjoying a beautiful sunset tonight. This picture from Barb Wilson in Venice, and you can see clear blue skies there. And this is out at Lido, I believe, and this one, David's sending this one just in to Pix, P-I-X, at mysuncoast.com. Appreciate the photo. Pretty calm out there for seas at this time. Weather headlines read like this. We are looking for warm weather to stick around through Friday, as I said. And then rain comes, though, late Friday. That's the change. The cold front will move through late Friday night. And with it, some showers. Pretty good chance of that happening. Cooler weekend ahead. And then we stay kind of cool through early next week, and then another stronger cold front moves through on Thursday, I believe. Here's a look now. You can see this upper level low continues to bring a lot of rainfall in the Bahamas. Cloudy day there, down in the Keys, and also in the Straits of Florida along the East Coast. We had our fair share of rain overnight, up to over a half inch of rain. This is a surface low. You see it spinning right there, but it's starting to lose its identity as it's starting to fill in and dissipate at this point. But it will bring us this onshore flow. There's a possibility of sea fog developing tonight, and some of that could be rather thick at times tomorrow morning. Well, out west, the big story there is this major winter storm, which will eventually sweep a cold front our way. There are numerous weather watches and warnings out west with flooding problems, winter storm warnings, and mudslides. 69 degrees right now. We have clear skies and the dew point 63, so those two numbers coming close with calm conditions. Light winds, always that potential for fog at this point. 78 degrees, the high today, well above the average of 71. And this morning's low is 62 degrees. 52 is our average, so 10 degrees warmer than normal today. And the rainfall, as I mentioned, just after midnight, picked up over a half inch of rain. That brings our monthly total over an inch. And again, there's a nighttime shot of the same thing with an inch, 0.12 so far for the month. Well, 68 at Holmes Beach, the same in Cortez, 70 at Whitney Beach, and Bradenton Country Club, 71. Bradenton, the same. Temperatures fairly uniform now up and down the coast. Upper 60s, 69 at Siesta Key and Inglewood. Northport, you're at 73 degrees, and Port Charlotte at 72. Well, the futurecast showing some rain along the East Coast. Now, there's a chance for an isolated shower overnight, but not much. Most of the rain will stay well to the east and south of us. That rain chance less than 20% tomorrow, and it looks like the better chance I mentioned will be late Friday and into early Saturday morning as a cold front works its way through. Well, here's a look at the temperatures. It's not just warming up here. You may recall last week, minus 10, minus 20 in some cases, wind chills, extreme. Different story today, and even warmer still tomorrow. The highs tomorrow, upper 40s in Cleveland, St. Louis, 58 tomorrow, Kansas City 55. But this is going to be around just for a couple of days, and then the cold air moves in again. The Arctic Express will be on its way. Sea fog Tomorrow, that'll be a concern for boaters. Winds out of the east at 10 knots and a light chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 60 and the UV index at 6. High tide upcoming 6:49. Sunset just had it 5:53. Mostly fair. Fog developing. Warm. 62 for your low. Tomorrow, the morning fog, partly cloudy, and 78 for a high. Another warm day tomorrow. The extended forecast does call for that morning fog around. It could be a problem again on Thursday morning. Here comes the front, but it will still warm up on Friday. Should be a nice day throughout much of it. Increasing clouds with a good chance for showers developing later in the day, and continuing into Saturday morning, rain chance at 20%. Notice, though, it turns windy and cooler on Saturday. The coolest day will be 62 for a high on Sunday. So not extreme, but still on the cooler side. And then midweek next week, there's a stronger cold front due to arrive. Linda?
Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman that's about to receive one of the most prestigious honors in the circus world.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
It's time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit GoBoatingFlorida.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I'm Alan Cohn. The Tampa Bay Rays dismantling. The team is pushing for a new stadium, but trading their biggest star. Are the Rays on their way out of St. Pete?
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
It's time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit GoBoatingFlorida.com for more information.
The España family started with nothing and rose to the top of the circus world.
Tonight, we honor one of those amazing women who made it all happen. ABC7's Linda Carson has more details.
The España family arrives at the Circus Ring of Fame, where they'll be honored with a plaque celebrating their achievement Saturday. Carolina España-Knock and her family are still performing. They've been flying high for a long time. Carolina remembers how it all began back in Mexico.
I used to watch my mom. She was a contortionist and she was an aerialist too, and I used to like, you know, and then you feel like, I want to do that, I want to try. But as soon as I went up high, I got scared.
But she practiced hard. When the family got a chance to perform on somebody's trapeze rigging for the first time, they discovered they were good, very good.
My oldest brother, Ramon España, told us, you know, with hard work, we can go places.
There were 3 boys, 3 girls, and their mom and dad. They started in small shows.
My father used to wake us up at 5 in the morning. It was dark. I was like, oh, why we have to do this? It's cold. And another time we were in Europe, like a real dream.
Their fame spread. Ringling came calling. Once in the U.S., their popularity soared. Carolina married Michael Angelo Knock from the famous Knock Circus family.
We meet in Busch Gardens, and I don't know, I guess we fall in love. And I was really happy that I fell in love with a circus performer too.
They performed together even as their son and daughter were born. Now their kids are performers too. Carolina is grateful for her family's success and her exciting life.
And I still go back and remember, oh, look how far we went. And I got to thank my older brother to put in our mind, you know, we're going to work hard and that's going to take us to see other places. And I was like, other places? There's other places?
Her daughter, Angelina, also a circus performer, is here to watch her mom, aunts, and uncles inducted into the Ring of Fame. She is so proud of them.
They came from nothing to have this great honor to be on the circle is just amazing and incredible. I'm so happy for my family.
And Carolina's life lesson?
To keep going, to get up and practice, and I mean, have imagination.
You can meet the Espana family in person when they're inducted into the Ring of Fame on St. Armand's Circle Saturday at 2 p.m. And you can learn more about the family by reading the information that will be on their plaque. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
And joining some big names. I mean, if you ever walked around there and read some, I mean, it's like every big name you can think of in circus is there.
It's a very storied place right there, and congratulations. It should be a nice day, albeit cool and a bit breezier on Saturday. No rain around, so that's going to be all right. We are looking at warm temperatures, though, up until then.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.